Hi, welcome back to Vince Dream Garage. Today we're going to be installing a fuel pump on our 1970 Monte Carlo. Not just any fuel pump, an electric fuel pump, kind of the mid-range from Speedway Motors. We also have the relay and a fuel pressure regulator. The regulator's going to come later. Today we're focusing just on the pump and the relay. Now this pump does come with both fittings, which I've already put in. Comes with some clamps, a crimp, single, a couple hoses, wires are on there with the leads, and then also from Speedway I got the relay. The thing about this pump in particular is that it needs to mount at an angle for whatever reason instead of just horizontal. Okay, and then this is for the Speedway budget relay. This could be for a fan, this could be for a fuel pump, but your yellow wire is what's actually going to be running to the fuel pump. Black wire is going to go to ground. Your blue is going to go to your 12 volt ignition switch. Your red is going to run to your battery. And then this white one is typically not used. Now one of the things you'll notice is that white wire I said we're not going to use is no longer here. The reason for that, use the pin removal tool. I highly recommend picking one of those up. And I removed that wire. Now if I need to put this back in, you just place it back in and it'll snap back in. Make sure you push till you feel the little snap, but we don't need it. We're not going to use it. I don't want an extra wire just on there. So now I need to find a spot to mount this pump. I'd like to be closer to the tank back there by the axle, but that's not really going to happen. There's not space, time, or inclination for that. So, as the frame comes down, this is my actual fuel line that I want to tap into my supply. The other one's my return, which I won't be using, but I don't want to damage it either. So, maybe we could tuck it inside the frame rail here. Maybe a better spot is right here. I'm going to ponder on this a few minutes before we go any farther. Decided to go with this point here. It's a little bit farther forward than our other location, which is not ideal, but it's going to make ease of installation easier. It'll probably make the fuel pump work harder though, so I guess we'll see how long it lasts. But I should be able to remove this bolt, make some nice clean cuts on here, mount it to this plate. And this is in front of where the cross member goes, so shouldn't interfere putting it right here at all. There's my little clip. I gotta get this fuel line go. Oh, hey baby girl. Shop dog is on the floor. Just making a video putting this fuel pump in. How you doing, Bells? Everyone loves a shop dog. What are you doing? You coming under? Okay, well you can find a cool place to lay down and I'll be with you here in a minute. Anyway, alright, so we are hooked up. Fuel in line, used as little rubber as possible. I flared these ends on both of these, but I was still a little paranoid. I added an extra clamp. These are supposed to be mounted at like a 45-degree angle. I think we got fairly close to that. Now we can do the wiring. Alrighty, now I've mounted my fuel pump relay here. The black wire is the ground, which I'm running here with my blower motor ground. This yellow one is going to go down to the fuel pump, and I should be able to make that look pretty through there. This red is going to go to the battery. I should be able to run that up over and around my fender well to where the battery will be. And then this blue one will go to a 12 volt ignition, or 12 volt ignition source, whatever. When the key is on, it gets 12 volts. That should be this one. Hook all those together, somehow make them all look pretty, and then we'll be back. Alrighty, so I ran my yellow wire down through the frame, back to the fuel pump. My grounds here, just recapping, 12 volt power source. They're all crimped and then heat shrinked. I'm gonna hide my wire that goes to the battery here, and what I've done at the end, cramp and heat shrink again, I'm gonna add an inline fuse right there. Alright, next step, we'll go ahead and power this sucker up. Alright, I got my battery hooked up, all our wires are heat shrink, etc. So let's go ahead and try this. In theory, if I turn the key to the on position, we'll hear a fuel pump maybe? Do you hear a fuel pump? Clicky clacky. There's a fuel pump making noise. Sometimes you just gotta walk around and find some buried treasure. I don't actually. Tradesman 200. I don't even know what this is. That's pretty cool. This truck is pretty freaking sweet though. This old Dodge. What? It's got a little ladder. And then this freaking Mercury. Let me hop up on this log. That's actually pretty freaking cool. We might need to save this one. Probably need to save this truck too. Do we need more projects? We always need more projects. Do we need a van? I do too.